We have Flippin' Treasures has a question. When is the best time to visit Scotland/Ireland?
That's a very good question.
Depends on what you want to go for. When I've gone, I usually go for a trade show that's in January. So I actually like going in January because I don't want to deal with the crowds. I do like the outdoor stuff, but I'm warm, so I don't mind being outside in winter, and I don't mind driving in the snow and that kind of thing. Not that there's really that much snow there. So I like going in the winter. It's cooler, and there's less tourists.
Yeah, you're off season. I mean, there's never not a tourist season at this point, but that's the...
Yes, there is. 2020.
Yeah, right. Ouch. Okay, that notwithstanding, pretending this video is being watched 5 years from now on YouTube.
Fair.
Yeah, but that's the nadir of tourist activities in the winter. And yet, there's isn't that one music festival in Glasgow? Isn't that in January, February or something? I just remember it's a cooler part of the year. Yeah. I think, and it's they shut down the whole city essentially because it's all these.
As soon as somebody says it, I'm gonna be like,
and bars are having music nonstop.
You may be thinking of the Celtic Connections, which is in January.
Okay.
It's a 3-week-long Celtic folk and world music festival.
There you go. I think that's it.
That started in '93.
Okay.
Yep.
I think that's probably the one then.
Then that's absolutely what I've seen then. Yep. Because it was January.
But I would say that what I'm driving at is think about what you want to do, like Rocky said. Personally, I would go any time of year that's not midge season. The midges are horrible. If you think you've ever dealt with mosquitoes or anything in this country, you have no clue how bad it is.
They're like little biting gnats.
Yeah, and it's literally, it's scraping them off your arms. There's just thick. So any time except midge season. I think the fall is okay. Kind of a best of the middle. It's cooler. It's not quite as crowded. But the point is, think about what you want to do. Do you want to avoid crowds? Is your main focus going to be going to sites where there's going to be a lot of people, for instance, castle tours? Or do you want to do the whiskey trail? Or do you want to go hill walking and hiking? I would argue that you might want to avoid the crowds more, or plan a time of the year with fewer crowds if you're doing historic sites and you're going in and out of buildings with tight spaces and stuff. Whereas the hiking, it's probably not as much of a big deal as long as it's not midge season. So if you can really, if money is no object and timing is no object, then of course you might even want to consider going over the holidays, because Hogmanay, the fireworks display and the celebrations for Hogmanay, it's the biggest New Year celebration in the world. So think about what's happening on their calendar that you might want to catch, as a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I will point this out as well. Depending on what time of year you go, there's also the concern for things being open. My wife is a steward of Appin, so we went out to that area, went to Castle Stalker, but there is a tourist shop that kind of overlooks it, and that's just closed. Mm-hmm. There wasn't really anything in the area that was open in January when we went.
Yeah.
So we had to just kind of hang out at a closed store's parking lot.
But if you want solitudinous hiking in nature, then maybe that's not a big deal.
Yes, I don't disagree with that. Yeah. It's just a matter of what you want to do, how much you want to interact, if you want to buy things versus just hike. Right. So yeah,
I would love to be in the park in Edinburgh for Hogmanay fireworks. See the fireworks going off over the castle. That is stunning.
I agree. Scots know how to party.
Yeah.